Welcome to today's show, guys. My name is Luke Eccles with Red Bearded Marketing, and today we have my buddy. What's your name, bud?
Brenden Brendan.
Brenden Brendan.
Sir. Fairway Home Mortgage.
All right. How long have you been with them?
With that company specifically, it's been October of, I think, 23. So what am I coming up on? 2 years in October here?
But you've been in the mortgage game longer, right?
Yeah. So I was at a company called Finance of America, and basically the housing market changed. It's all over the headlines.
Yeah.
Headlines don't help anybody right now.
No.
But yeah, that company decided to move in a different direction. So we as a team had to jump ship, essentially. So we found Fairway, and it's been pretty awesome.
The whole team?
Yeah. So
Okay.
a couple guys retired. Actually, the guy who recruited me retired, and I forget what he's doing. He's out drinking wine somewhere.
Good for him.
Yeah, bird watching, all kinds of good stuff.
That sounds like a good retirement.
Yeah, right?
Here, or did he go to Florida? Did he like?
His wife, I believe, is Dominican, so he splits his time from Pennsylvania to Dominican.
Somewhere warm during the winter?
Warm. Yes.
That is actually the smartest thing to do.
Right.
It really is.
Fluent in Spanish, which is kiss the chef, you know?
He used that for work, though, didn't he?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I know. So my dad has a friend. I think his name's Tony down in Florida. He's a mortgage broker, and I think he does like 13 states. He's originally from Jersey,
Nice.
and I'm pretty sure he speaks Spanish, and that's why he's able to really expand his territory.
Sure, yeah.
If you're bilingual.
Well, not even anymore. With AI, you can fake it till you make it. You know?
All you need is headphones
Yeah.
and your phone, really.
Dude, go on Google Translate, whatever.
Crazy.
You know, hold it up. You can communicate that way.
That's
Yo
crazy.
hablo español más o menos. So I know enough to get by.
Same.
I know enough to be dangerous.
I know enough to get me in trouble with somebody's husband or something like that. Yeah.
To quote the popular meme, mamacita. Right. Dude, that's breaking the internet right now.
So we might have to edit that out. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Spanish countries. I don't know.
Love Island. Love Island USA.
My girlfriend was talking to me about that, and then there's like a queer dating show too,
Dude.
and she's telling me about it. I'm like, this all just sounds like the toxic friends we have in their dating.
It's all garbage TV, man. You turn your brain off, you sit there, you watch people make fools of themselves, you know?
I'm thinking about doing that in real life, just recording these crazy people here in town.
Love Island, Phoenixville.
Love Island, Phoenixville.
Yeah. Love Bridge Street. Bridge Street love. Yeah.
Bro.
Dude.
They'll be like, this show's causing people to shoot their brains out.
Who is your favorite character downtown?
Oh,
If you had,
man.
yeah, if you had to pick one.
All right, you want to know who I really love? Jack.
Yeah. He's the classic. He's the OG.
Yeah.
He's been here forever.
I think a news reporter came and did a segment with him, and she said, if you don't know Jack, you don't know Jack. About Phoenixville. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
My first experience with him was with Carly at Grace Tattoo. She was
Okay.
getting her first tattoo. It's this beautiful cardinal piece for her passed away mother, and she was so emotional about it. And I'm sitting there with her, and all of a sudden, I hear, "Did you hear we're getting storms from Australia?" And it's gonna. And I'm like, he was raving about the weather and how something that was happening in Australia and it's gonna come here, and then he was like, I swept the front porch for you though, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going? And he left, and I'm like, who was that? And they're like, oh, it's Jack. And I'm like,
yeah, that checks
Yeah.
out. That checks out. Dude, you can catch him all over, sweeping everywhere. That's his big contribution to the community.
Yeah.
He's wild.
That's the thing is a lot of people even people that are townies, unless they live in the downtown, they don't know Jack because he's not out at night. He's not.
No, he's not a partier.
He's a creature of the day, guys.
Yeah.
I think he was actually at the what's the Penhurst.
Yeah.
From what I heard, he was actually a resident of Penhurst.
Yep.
So if you guys don't know about Penhurst is a what was it called back? Was it Benhurst?
Asylum?
It was an asylum back. I think they closed it in the early 80s or something like that, or late 80s.
Yeah, I don't know the timeline of it. I just know it's been turned into a like haunted attraction now.
Yeah, which I hear from people that do paranormal.
Yeah. It was on Paranormal something or another.
It's on every paranormal show.
Yeah.
Because I've had friends that have gone there and they have crazy stories.
Yo, do you want to hear a story I heard about in college?
Yes.
So this dude and his buddies, back before it was the attraction and everything, used to sneak in, get to roam the halls, XYZ, kid stuff.
All my friends from around this area did that.
Yeah.
And they all have stories.
So he took a wheelchair magazine. So it was like the different models, the different makes, and you could order them for whatever. And he said that when he took it home, he went to bed, and for the next like week and a half, he was having nightmares that he was being lobotomized.
That's what happened there.
I'm getting chills just talking about it.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, and he had to take it back. Like he had to give the magazine back, and they stopped.
Dude.
Which is some wild stuff.
I heard a story from somebody. They were like exploring at night, and somebody was like, "I'm going to go to that building." And they're like, "Don't go alone," or whatever. And they
Dude,
saw
Penhurst at night would be wild.
They saw like a figure falling, like a giant figure in a black robe. Like they're all freaked out.
Nah, not for me.
It was like one of those stories where I was just like,
Nah, not for me.
"I'm out, dog.
I'm
good."
Yeah, Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
None of
Row,
that.
Shaggy. So how long have you been in the mortgage game now?
So 5 years total.
Okay. So right before the shutdown.
Right after. Okay. So I got recruited 2021. Basically, long story short is I spent all of COVID at the TrueMark Credit Union right there up by the Acme.
Yeah.
Banker,
I remember you were there.
Yeah, banker doing the stuff, and my the dude who retired, he recruited me, and he was like, "Hey, listen, like I think you'd be great at it, whatever." Got me into it, and at that time, it was the interest rates were 3%. Everybody was refinancing.
Yeah, my dad's like, I have like 2.8.
I know someone with a 1.99, and it's insane.
I mean, my dad has perfect credit.
Yeah.
Like perfect.
Yeah.
Although he said every time he goes, because he does real estate investment. I don't think he has anything right now because he sold everything.
Sure.
In 2020.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
It might have been like 2021. It was like right when it really went up.
It boomed.
Before it went insane, but like he still, I mean, he bought those properties in Coatesville for $30,000.
Right.
Probably, some of them less, put probably $30,000 worth of into them.
Yeah.
But so that's the funny thing about like real estate. Like as long as we've been alive, I feel like we've seen some crazy just mountains and like peaks and valleys with real estate in the last 20 years.
Dude, even in the past, even now, we're out of that COVID, we're out of that competition.
Yeah.
But now what we're seeing is some houses will sit for 2 months tops. Some houses will go within 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's really a gamble. But yeah, dude, we've seen so much. We lived through 2008, which was, how
I got married in 2009. So like
old.
Yeah.
Old. You're so old.
I know. No. That's all these memes are like if you're a millennial, you've witnessed 42 life events, and it's
and it's the dumpster fire in the background. Like,
and it's just like
it's insane,
and it just keeps like Iran bombed, started bombing the other day. Like
the 12-day war.
12-day war. It's almost to the point where we're just like, I'm not paying attention to any of it.
Nope. I don't know about you. Like I read the headlines because I have to, but other than that, it's doom scrolling. It's silly.
I just watch the memes and go, oh, what's that? What'd the president say? Oh, that checks out. It is almost like we are almost in a like Rick and Morty like alternative reality
100%.
Is that the world where Trump's president, Morty? Oh yeah, you don't want to go there.
we're living idiocracy.
It's
It's
scary.
It's very close.
It's really scary.
Very close, dude.
Who would have thought that they would have made a documentary called Idiocracy? What, only like 10 years, 15 years ago?
Yeah. What was his name? Luke. Owen Wilson.
Luke Wilson. Yeah. And then what's his name? Terry Crews played the
president.
Macho Camacho, like with 20 names.
Brondo makes plants grow.
What was the thing they were giving the water? It was like
Brondo.
Yeah.
Brondo. It makes plants grow.
Yeah. Brondo makes plants grow.
It has what plants crave, or whatever.
Yeah. Dax was in that. My girlfriend's like really into his show.
Okay.
So I need to start like he just had like Brad Pitt on like last week, and
Dax has his own thing going on.
It's a podcast, but I think they do video now too.
Everybody's doing a podcast. We're doing a podcast.
We're doing a podcast.
Let's get meta. Let's get meta,
guys. Dude, the funny thing is, like, so I remember watching an interview with Joe Rogan back in like early 2000s. He's like, yeah, I'm starting to do this podcast thing, and all of his friends in Hollywood are like, you're doing what?
Yeah.
And they're like, Joe, I can get you in a movie. I can get you a show. And he's like, no, man, I'm good.
Man was on Fear Factor. He hosted Fear Factor.
I remember watching him.
Dude.
Have you watched a clip of the one guy that went to fight him? Mm-hmm. And everybody on the show, like all the people work there, they're like, don't fight. They're like, don't fight Joe Rogan. And the guy's like, I'll end him. And they're like, no, you won't. They're like, no, like you.
There's a clip out now of him doing like kicks and like kickboxing and stuff. He knows what he's doing.
Have you seen him without his shirt on? He just looked.
That's not on my search history.
It is on my search history. I'm not gonna lie. You'll see it. Yeah. But no, he is just like, he doesn't look real. He looks like something from like a Marvel movie.
Okay.
Like just the chiseled.
Just everywhere.
And he's small. He's small. He's short. He's not a tall guy.
No.
And he looks like an orangutan. Like just like cut. Like he looks like when he gets into his ice baths, he looks like he could pick up the ice bath and move it. Like the guy is he's on another level.
Yeah.
Of health.
Man. Yeah. Insane. And he runs a very popular podcast.
I hear it's pretty big.
Yeah, takes psychedelics and talks to people.
Yeah. You ever tried that at MDA?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, the people that like get millions of views making fun of it, like he'll watch them and be like, "That's pretty funny. That's good." Like,
yeah.
Guy doesn't have ego.
Nah, self-awareness.
Yes.
E.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. And honestly, when he got called out during the pandemic for all the COVID stuff, he was like, "Look, I'm sorry. I'm not like." He's like, "You're not watching me for medical advice. I'm not a doctor. My bad." Yeah. Like, he was very honest. He was like, he took the hit.
Sure. What else can you do? You know?
Well,
double down.
If you watch American politics, there's a lot you can do, apparently. So,
oh my God.
So you've been in it for 5 years in the mortgage business. Like, what do you think the direction of? Because everything is insanely priced now.
Yeah, this is wild question.
Yeah, my girlfriend has a townhouse in Collegeville, and she's like
$450,000.
Hers is that, and she's like, we bought this for like 200 something.
Yeah,
13 years ago, maybe. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't really see stuff coming down a lot.
We're functioning right now in. To boil it down to the most basic level, it's simple supply and demand.
Right.
There's X amount of home buyers coming into the market, and it's a weird time because there's not enough homes for the amount of home buyers that are coming into the market, right?
Right.
And the interest rates right now are, call it 6.5%, just for sake of conversation.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Yeah, right. Just sake of conversation, 6.5%. For every, there's a statistic out there, for every percentage point that the interest rate goes down, so you go from 6.5 to 5.5, let's just call it, I don't know, 100,000, or like, let's just use 1 million. 1 million more home buyers are qualified to buy that same home. It's dog eat dog.
Yeah.
It's dog eat dog right now. And with we got to talk about it with the tariffs coming in and the cost of everything going up.
Is that still happening?
I guess.
I know. That's the thing. Everything I check in, I'm like, all right. If they're like, oh, we're not doing the tariffs. Now we're doing the tariffs.
Just
like,
don't timestamp this. We're good. We're
yeah.
fine.
Right. Yeah.
We're good. We're fine.
Sometime in 2025.
You put it on the internet, you can take it off. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing lives on the internet. Anyway, more home buyers come into the market, more competition, dog eat dog. So that's what's pushing the prices up.
Gotcha.
But now with the market we're seeing, everything's slowing down. So like your homes that are sitting, so that's going to push the prices back down.
Right.
We're evening out
Are we?
ish. Yeah, some areas.
Yeah.
It's cool
Not
to watch.
Phoenixville.
Not Phoenixville. Those condos over there, insane.
My other friend. I dated a girl named Stacy, and I have a friend that I used to live with named Stacy Adams. I think you know her.
Mm-hmm.
And she like every time she's drinking, she's like, I think I'm gonna sell my house. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, you bought it for like 300. So it's gotta be worth $500,000 now.
I tell people you bought your coffin. Anytime they, oh, I have a 2 point whatever. Yeah, you bought your coffin because you're not gonna eat that. You're not. It's just. Simple.
I know. My dad's in Florida, and he keeps talking about. He's like, they offer me $900,000 for my house. I'll move out tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think that it'll sell. Like his houses are going for around 8.
Florida's crazy though. Florida's dealing with a
he's
whole
at,
different
yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Insurance. Insurance is rough in Florida.
He dealt with it.
Yeah, those hurricanes.
He had to get a lawyer involved with they had hail damage from like one of the storms or something. Like there's a storm, at least 3 every year that could terrorize your roof at least. And that's the thing is like the insurance company he had doesn't do Florida now. I
don't know if you know this. Florida is surrounded by water.
What?
Yeah, no, I swear. You build your home on a peninsula, you're gonna get wet.
Yeah. He's really lucky hit where he's at. That neighborhood was whoever the engineers were with all. I mean, there are lakes everywhere. They do have overflow for water, but sometimes that doesn't matter.
Sure.
But
I forgot I'm talking to the Florida expert.
Yeah. He's far enough away from like a river or like the ocean or a canal. Like they were fine every time it happened, but some of those neighborhoods every time. Like a foot and a half of water at least, and especially along the canals and everything.
Dude, bringing it back local. The canal down here a couple of years ago. Remember that whole Ida situation?
Yeah, I was up till 4:30 in the morning making sure my last friend got on a boat.
Yeah,
out of her front door.
On a boat,
like a rowboat, not even like a like.
No engine. Just dude, that was wild.
It was crazy. I almost moved to right behind the produce junction.
Oh, no joke.
When I went to Florida for 3 months and I was coming back.
Yeah.
I was talking with a couple of people and we were looking at a place that was like right there behind there, and the one girl was like, well, they got flooding in the 70s. I was like, when are we ever going to get flooding again? And literally within like by September, it was, the river only went up 50 feet.
Some higher power put you in your place, dude.
Dude, it was worse than the 70s. It was insane. It was, although I did miss my chance to get rid of my Ford Focus.
You were
going to parked it in Pottstown, and it would have been flooded. I'd be like, I need a new car. Oh no. Man. Well, it was the models right when they changed the transmission to that they made their own.
Yeah, dude.
Instead of using the company that does everybody else's.
So those transmissions are meant for like snowmobiles and stuff.
Yeah, of course they're not for
small motors.
Right.
Perfect. Oh, dude, my mom has a Nissan Rogue that went through that issue.
Yeah.
Just wild.
I had a friend that. It was a single mom that her boyfriend kicked her out. And I was like,
How many single mom friends do you have?
A lot. Friends, yes. Friends, just friends. Friends. Well, she stayed until I moved from Birdsboro. I was like, you can stay here until the house sells or whatever. And she had a Ford Focus, and she had her transmission was constantly dipping. And but I remember the guy at the Ford dealership was like, it was the worst mistake Ford's made ever. Yeah. He's like, I might bail to another. He was working for like Beans or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was just like, these cars are bad. But Yeah, that flood that we had from it was a hurricane, wasn't it?
Hurricane Ida, I think it was.
Ida, yeah.
Yeah.
That was what was cool about that though was watching how much Phoenixville stepped in.
Came together.
Not even their county, not even their town. So what was happening was it was basically all the towns along the rivers just got hit, and the people on the Perkiomen, their houses got engulfed into the Perkiomen.
Do you know Quentin? Q?
Yeah, I've been to that property.
Yeah, completely just zonked.
Yeah, I think it was the ash trees were like really fragile from the lantern flies or something like I forget what it
makes sense.
Something like that.
Checks out.
And like the ash trees were basically like missiles coming down the Perkiomen, and like he said they were going through houses.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
Yeah, they had like it was like I think a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. It was like a summer home.
Yeah, it was
on the river.
Yeah, their river home or whatever.
I think like sometimes they would count like because I think he has like 5 siblings. So.
Yeah, and his sister was putting in work to like redo it too.
Yeah,
wild.
Yeah, that was a cool property, but who was it that bought FEMA. So FEMA ended up buying all those properties.
That's where I was getting with the whole canal thing. FEMA came in, and some people are still holding out.
Are they really?
It's got to be done by now, but some people did hold out and try and like capitalize on the Montclair Phoenixville boom,
right,
with real estate. So
right, and that's the thing is like the houses are there that got damaged. They had to stilt themselves, like the one near the Fitz.
The real raggedy one, or like has it been redone? Because I know there's a few on that.
No, it's a really
there.
nice one that's right behind. Like when you come out that door, if you go just turn right, you're looking at it.
Got it.
It's their backyards at the door.
Yeah.
I watched it. I was there like before they stilted it. I'm like, what are they doing over there? I was like, oh, they gotta be putting the stilts. And the next day we came back and it was 20 feet higher in the air on like stilts.
Wild.
And I was just like, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
But it was solid. And then they just
engineering, man.
Dude, they built it. They just built that foundation. And there's a couple other houses around the canal that did that too.
Reminds you of like a Jersey Shore house kind of thing?
Yeah. I have my cousin was dating a guy that lived on like Seaside Heights area, and he inherited it from his dad had passed away, and his mom was he did all right.
Sure.
I think he inherited like it was like $10 million and real estate properties.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did go to jail too, but it's fine. When you start getting involved in a biker gang, you think you're tough.
Something president, something.
Yeah. But he had a house down there, and the only reason why his didn't get flooded because when they built it, they like everything down below could take like water,
take a beating.
Yeah, take a beating, take water. And you just redrew the drywall a little bit, but just like the shore now, and I feel like that's now in the codes if you're building anything down at the shore.
Oh yeah,
everything's got to be on
stilts. It's
got
to be or waterproof or however they do that. Yeah. So
I actually had a friend that was that owned a property. There's 3-row homes right behind Gentili's or the Pros Junction.
I'll just say for the sake.
They were like he owned one. I think he was renting it out, and it got hit, and I mean he lost money on it. Yeah. Like it was a rental property. So he was making, it's not like it was a home, and he kind of had to give it to FEMA because otherwise he was screwing over the 2 houses attached.
Got it.
And like the one family.
Strong-armed, kind of?
Not strong-armed. He felt real, like.
Just the best choice for the situation.
He could have been a dick.
Sure.
He could have been like, no, I want to make more, this is rental property. But like, he was like, this one family was pretty poor. They were just, it was either FEMA took it or they were just financially screwed for life.
Gotcha.
So like he was just like whatever. He's like, I've got other properties. It's not
my bank boss at the time was selling her property right there on Walnut. Whole basement flooded, and lucky for her, she was already boxed up because she was like planning to move.
Sure.
But put a delay on the whole process because she had to get the insurance money to get in there, redo it all. So the people who moved in next made out a little bit, but crazy timing on that whole thing.
That sucks.
Yeah, dude, you never know. You can't count your chickens till you're at the table, dude.
That is very true.
It's wild.
Very true. What's one of the craziest real estate scenarios you've seen happen?
Okay, I got a good one. One comes to mind my first year. So I was helping out a mother-daughter who were purchasing out in Coatesville, I think it was. Either Coatesville or Downingtown.
Love Coatesville.
They're like right next to each other.
I lived in Coatesville for 7 years, so.
So during the process, we pull a credit report, right? So you take a look at all the financials. If I'm doing my job right, I'm pre-approving them based on all the documentation, right? So throughout the process, typically takes, 20 days to like a month, right? That's your typical real estate closing. Some go more, some go less,
Yeah.
whatever. For this scenario, 30-day close, they're going for some grant money. So call it 75% of the way there. We check the credit again. They opened up a credit card to go on vacation. $5,000 credit card to go on vacation. Call them up. Hey, what's this? Yeah, we went on vacation. Wild. Don't do that. Saved the whole thing because their car got hit and the insurance payout paid off the vacation credit card.
Lucky for them.
Insane.
Very lucky for them.
Yeah. Other than that, there was a house over here in Collegeville. She was single mom. I'll get your number.
Thank you.
She was a part of the like RIAA or whoever does like the platinum records.
Okay.
She had records from all the hits. Like she had Michael Jackson platinum record, like a 50 Cent platinum record, because for what she was on the team, the basement was lined with you name it. She
was like
she
a
had
producer.
I don't know. Like some not like a producer. It was some. And I hate the like random
she worked
position.
For label. Yeah, she worked for label. Yeah,
but dude, just lined. She had an indoor hot tub, like insane.
Make sure you get me her number.
Yeah, I will get you.
A mom with an indoor hot tub. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Indoor hot tub, works in the music industry. That's all your boxes.
Why have you not texted me this sooner? Big reveal. I'm quitting podcasting, guys. Brenden Brenden has lended me a mom that
hooking it up.
Sugar mama.
Okay. Yeah, but it's amazing how many different walks of life I get to interact with on like a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because I'll talk to someone who's just starting out. I'll talk to someone this is their 10th property.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible where this job like takes me, people wise. It's awesome. So.
Yeah, it's that's one thing I do miss about doing outside sales. The last job I had when I worked for like a website design company was just like.
Oh, you do websites?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I make websites.
You make content?
I sometimes make content.
Meta.
Yeah.
Right,
Tell that mom with the hot tub I make content. but no, like it's like some of the things you learn about the people you work with, like what they do for a living. Sometimes you're like, you make money off of what?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Like I worked for a guy right when I got married in 2009, and he knew my dad from the gym, Robbie, and he owns a post-industrial plastic company.
Okay.
So, you have fiance. Congratulations. Also, you just got engaged.
Yes,
I smiled so hard, but I was like, yes, okay.
8 years in the making. It was about time, man.
Dude, you lasted longer than my marriage and engagement time. So I was only with her for 8. You guys are killing it.
All right, man. Yeah, dude. Loving my life.
You guys are a beautiful couple. But
she's incredible.
What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. I could do a whole episode on her. But anyway, post-industrial plastic.
Oh yeah. So like when it's her time of the month, the little plastic insert that the tampon goes in.
Shut up.
A Gaylord full of those. Like, so a Gaylord's like a big cardboard box. Like, yeah. I mean, but it's like this thick, and they just throw scraps. It's basically like when they warm up that machine, they've got to calibrate it to get the right, like, the right person, whatever depth or
do we call it
dimensions of like the plastic piece. And sometimes if it's like not hot enough or it's too hot, like it's not perfect. So they've got that plastic, which was probably like, I don't know, like PD, whatever. And like, so they just throw it out. Instead of throwing it out, a company will buy it for like, I don't know, like 2 cents per pound.
Okay.
So like, but it might cost brand new like 8 cents per pound.
Sure. It's your scratch and dent.
So what Robbie will do is he'll buy like 50,000 pounds of it.
Awesome.
And maybe he'll just flip it to another company for 5 more cents a pound.
Okay.
And they'll grind it down and reuse it. Or he ended up buying a whole factory in Delaware, like massive, and they would shred it.
Okay. Shred
the plastic, and then they could sell it for 12 cents a pound. Like,
got it.
So it's kind of like that.
Multi-purpose.
Just think about the art of flipping stuff.
Right.
And now, like,
but figure out a niche that's just there.
It was crazy what we would get in. We would get in like pieces that they would make CDs with, like clear, and those would be pellets.
What's a CD, Luke?
So back in the day,
for our younger viewers,
back before everything was in your pocket, but like those would come in like sacks on top of like a skid,
okay,
and they would be like 1,000 pounds. They were
1,000 pounds of like non-usable CD plastic.
Well, it's the before they make the CDs, so it's like the pellets that they put in the machine, and so like. Those were scary on a forklift because they're like, you have to be careful. They can't tip over. Like, but like, it was really interesting to see like it made sense when you saw it. Like when you tell someone like post-industrial plastic company, you're like, what? But it's like everything we make has some sort of plastic piece in it. It's like,
everything. And
where does it come from?
Yeah.
And
the tampon thing was wild.
Dude, it was, yeah.
You would never think. I mean, we would never think.
Yeah. Be like, what's that?
Yeah.
I thought I found one of my mom. This is secrets with Luke Eccles. I don't think I've ever shared this story.
Secret time.
When I was like 7 years old, I forget. I think we went to like a wedding or something. And one of the gifts was like they're like these mints. They're like this big, and like they kind of have like the candy cane design on them. They were like this big and like that thick.
Where are you going?
I found one in my mom's purse, and I went to eat it. It wasn't a mint. It was a tampon. Yeah.
Excellent.
The things you learn as a kid.
Excellent.
That aren't as you could tell, candy.
That sets you right on the path.
Right on the path. Scared me straight. Ish. Except on Tuesdays.
Wow. Oh, Tuesday too.
Yeah. It is Tuesday.
Woo. Oh, so what else you want to know about real estate, man? I love talking it.
I wanted to kind of get into like, so you've been at this for 5 years, and one of the things that's helped me with business, I know it's the same thing that's helped you, is networking, going to networking meetings, having lunch with people. What would you say to anybody that's getting involved in sales or any sort of industry that's, I mean, it's kind of what you kind of need to do for any industry or anything in life is networking. What would you say helps you? What advice would you give somebody of like, even just like, always have your business.
Doesn't matter what industry, right?
Right. It doesn't like always have your business cards. Always have some sort of professional foundation so they can communicate with you.
Right.
But like, always leave whatever crap you're dealing with at the door.
100%.
I learned that when I was married. Like you had a fight that morning, the night before with it, like, and you are heated. You walk into that room.
You got to turn the switch.
Like they're like. You're a different person.
Yeah.
Which is hard. I'm not saying it's easy.
No.
But
by any means. But yeah, you have to shut it all out. You have to go in with a purpose. So if you want to talk about events specifically, you find what works for you. I know people who don't necessarily like the face-to-face.
Sure.
So they join a Zoom meeting every,
like a BNI or a PRE or like
whatever. So they're more comfortable behind a screen, which is great. That works for some people. Some people, they don't do any formal networking at all. They have hobbies that they get into, like pickleball is a huge one now.
Golf,
right.
Yeah.
But you got to go in. You got to go into any event with a mindset of I want to meet XYZ people, or sometimes if there's not a lot of people, it's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Like you and I linked up, I think Phoenixville Social, right?
Probably,
That's probably it. Or you
Yeah.
know, we're just around town, but
Ugh.
you know, I see.
It might have been that,
Yeah,
actually.
I see you with all the stuff.
I
but,
think
like,
I think I actually met you when you were working at Bluebird or something like that, or
never worked at Bluebird. I'm a Harris Hill Stonehouse kind of guy. Emily is your Bluebird girl.
okay.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Come see, come saw. But anyway,
Been 6 years.
I know, right? But I'm pretty sure what happened is you and I hit it off with great conversation,
Yeah.
and that was the night. Like grabbing your business card and following up with you and all of that. That's my quality over quantity. I didn't meet 50 other people in the room.
Right.
I met you. We had a connection. That's the move.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Honestly, like, one of the things. So my dad's a business coach, and one of the things he talks about is like, if you have to hit a target, so you're an archer, whatever, you're doing gun shooting.
I just went with a networking group not too long ago.
Where'd you go?
First time. What is it? Where's the place right by?
It's not Lehigh Valley Clay Range, is it?
No,
Okay.
no,
So it was a shooting range. Okay.
Yeah, it's right by Locust Lane Brewing. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like it's called like I feel like it's called like the Armory or something.
What town?
Like Locust Lane is it's Malvern-esque.
Okay.
It's like it's in the Great Valley School District. That's all I know, but it feels very Malvern-esque.
I didn't know there was a shooting range.
Yeah.
That way. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm part of a group, and what we like to do is everybody gets a month to host it, and everybody gets to introduce the rest of the group to their hobby. And one of the dudes was like, "Hey, let's go to the shooting range." So and if you can find yourself in a group like that where you're actually invested in the people,
Yeah.
that's way more powerful than talking to, or I guess cold calling 50, like nobodies.
Right. I mean, what got me out of cold calling, when I worked for, they were called 1 and 1. They were a German. Their big competition was like GoDaddy.
You had, dude.
A lot.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in 10 years, but I've had a lot.
You're a business owner.
Yeah.
That counts.
It's not a job, but yeah.
It's not a job. You work for yourself, man.
Yeah. Which you don't have a job, but you don't work for.
True. Okay. All right.
Hey, like yes and no.
I'll give you that.
Yes and no.
Technicalities.
Right. Like it is a job, but it's not a job like everybody else's job.
Mm-hmm.
When you because like when you go to sleep, you could when you're ready to go to sleep, you could still have to work that job.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I see your distinction.
It's more of a like you have to learn how to turn it off.
Yeah.
To go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like we sold do-it-yourself websites basically, and
cool.
They did like a
Wix.com, like pre-Square.
No, those they were one of our competitors. Like
okay.
People all the time. Well, I heard about Square. I'm like, you can go there.
Yeah.
I'm like, or I could give you like they.
Do you have the professional in your corner kind of thing?
And that's what drove my business was the design team was usually horrible, but also what the clients would give them was garbage.
Sure.
So it's like I also design websites. Like I do full website design now, and it's like the difference between a client that either pays me to make the content or they had a photographer or something like it is astronomical how much better those websites look with real like professional photos, professional graphics.
Well, don't you dial it down to like not to get crazy technical, like the HTML and CSS. You can custom fit that exactly to what like the client wants, right? You're not just a boilerplate WordPress website, right?
I work in WordPress, but
sure.
Like
I have 99% of the internet's on WordPress.
It is. I have a template that I use, but it's like very customizable.
Sure.
So it's like, but like, so that's what made me very successful. There was, they gave them a free, like, they would design it. Either they would take their old site and and it was easy for them to update. But I would do that for my clients. Usually they only need their hours updated. I already had all their like login information in my computer. I saved all their login stuff, and they'd be like, "Hey, my friend down the street needs this." And And it started turning into.
That's how it is, dude. You do a good job for one person. One of them beeped. You do a good job for one person, and they'll refer you to their friends.
Yeah.
That's why, like, my mantra in the whole mortgage business, everybody deserves a chance.
Right.
It's not dictated on price range or budget or anything like that, because that small client who's really hurting to find a home, they're going to have friends. Yeah. And you do a good job for them, they're going to tell their friends. Yeah. And then you get to do a good job for their friends, and they're going to tell your friends. Yeah. You know, it's the quality, not the quantity. Yeah. Yeah. You know? If you could replace any body part or set of body parts, it's your world, I'm living in it. Any follow-up questions? If you could replace any body part with the body part of an animal, what would you do? And you can't say any kind of, like, you know, inappropriate.
Right.
That's like the prepubescent boy go-to.
Yeah,
right?
you know, I did. I've been watching Yellowstone lately, and that way, so
Howdy, partner.
those horses are impressive. As a white man, I'm very jealous.
Well, you know, the gene pool.
The gene, yeah. Thanks, Dad. Oof. You know what? Octopus tentacles instead of arms and legs. Why not? Let's just go.
I like it.
Yeah, let's just
I like it.
Yeah, let's just.
How many? All 8, or you just replacing the 4 you got?
I think just the 4. I'm not a greedy man.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good. The dexterity you could have, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, so getting back to the who you connect with, and that my advice for anybody that's going to join a BNI or a PRE or whatever.
There's a million of them.
Whatever works for you.
100%.
The big advice I will give you is you find a room of people you want to connect with and do business with that you want to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, and it doesn't matter whether it's a PRE or a BNI, and it like again, you're talking. It's very like Collegeville has 2. Phoenixville used to have 2, so it's most towns have 2. I don't know how PRE is anymore. Right. It's been well over a decade since I was in that, yeah. But and again, there were 2 PRE groups I went to. One was they were all great business owners. They're very professional. The others were like bottom of the rung, like I work for this bank, or like I sell pottery at like on the weekends as a part-time job.
Not knocking the pottery.
Not
people.
knocking it, but
that's not your audience. That's not your clientele. You know.
But it's also so when I did outside sales, I started stopping at those little like buildings where they had all those artists, where it was like this area is this lady and she does pottery. Yeah. This lady does paintings. This lady, and it's like 23 different business owners. Don't waste your time. $20 a month for a do-it-yourself website. Some of them were like, that'll put me out of business. I'm like,
okay.
What?
All right. Okay.
I'm like,
sell more pottery.
I'm like, $20 or $30 is gonna put you. I'm like, how much money do you spend at Starbucks, son? Like,
truth.
I did say that to one lady when I got it. I was like, do you drink Starbucks? She goes, yeah. I go, how many times a month?
That's a great point to bring up to the new business owners and the new networkers as well. You got to give yourself a budget too. Yep. Because if you're going to the local coffee shop 5 days a week, but you're not getting anything out of it, reassess. Yeah. Right? Like, I don't know about you. I got a wedding coming up. I'm baller on a budget right now. So I'm trying to find the free activities that people want to do. Yeah. Like, you know, hey, let's sit down at a park or whatever. Just, and there again, we could talk all day about this. Just be different.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I got a meeting with a financial advisor on Thursday. I recently just picked up fishing. He was like, oh, I've never been fishing. I was like, let's go. That's where we're going to conduct business. You know?
Where do you go?
So right now, Canal is great.
Really?
I mean, it's thundering out, but
right, yeah.
Canal's great. Was just there this morning. I did see some monster suckers. Really? Like big old bass up there. They're coming up out of the water, eating all the insects or whatever.
Well, they are opening the that gate at the top of the lock.
Sick.
Yeah, they opened it. I think a week. I saw it on like the Canal Day.
Yeah,
they opened it. So like,
oh, that was like yesterday.
That was it was Sunday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why they're getting. I heard there are a couple goldfish in there. Koi.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen
Dude,
them.
that would be a wild
They're
catch.
big. I mean, like I saw one that's got to be like this big. It's over a foot. It was big. And then I saw another one that was like this big.
Sure, right.
There's some interesting things in that canal. I do not swim in that canal.
Do you still do Save the Schuylkill?
I do not.
Okay, no worries. Move on. Next.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep. The canal is good for a nice like hour fishing break in the middle of the day. It's chill. It's calm. It's literally 2 seconds from the house.
Yeah.
The Schuylkill River is wild. That's more for your adventurous type because you're fighting the current.
Okay.
Canal doesn't really have a current, so you're out there just casting, reeling it in.
And you could catch a turtle.
Dude, they're rough. I did that. So there's another one over in it's almost to Roarsford. I don't even know if it's quantified as Roarsford, but Black Rock Sanctuary.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of turtles.
Yeah.
A lot of turtles.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're just as hungry as the fish are.
Yeah.
But
I've heard the fishing is not great over there.
It's all right. I mean, anywhere it's hit or miss,
it's
right?
good to take your kids.
Yeah.
But Celso brought he was like, I'm going to take my kids fishing. Where should I go? And
it's the closest lake, man.
Yeah.
And lake fishing's way different than stream fishing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've fished much.
You're a Florida man. You gotta fish.
Except for when I go to Florida.
Yeah.
Up here, since I was married.
You got any good stories about that?
Yeah. So my friend Olivia, and her boyfriend Alec, she's from here, and I helped her move down. I was living in Birdsboro, so it was like 7 years ago.
Cool.
Something like that, 8 years ago. I helped her move down there and find a place. And that was like right when my grandfather was passing away, so I did my goodbyes, and we go fishing. I usually go fishing with them when I'm down there, and we went to this spot it was like the Bay Area near Siesta Key, which is one of the top 10 beaches of the world, and we're fishing at night. I think we caught some small stuff we threw away, but then we started seeing we heard something and we saw something. And we're like, what was that? But it was really quiet. And then all of a sudden, it came up again. It was dolphins hunting.
Cool.
Dude. So we were right near a bridge that was only maybe 20, 30 feet up off of the water.
Sure.
And it was only maybe 100 feet long. And we were just watching these dolphins hunting in silence. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
It was very stealthy. Compared to when you watched them during the day, it was cool. That area,
dude, they're smart as hell.
They are insanely smart. What's even more, octopus.
Wild. You watch My Octopus Teacher?
I haven't, but I've been watching a lot of different documentary pieces on them.
Watch, dude. Yeah, this
some
guy
people theorize that they might not be from this planet.
Agreeable. I mean, they are alien, but
there's a lot of stuff on this planet that's not from this planet too. So
right,
minerals and
us.
I'm here's the thing. I'm just in my bingo cards for 2025 is the aliens coming and being all right, you guys have had enough. We're in charge.
Settle down, David Bowie.
I'm just it's a possibility is what I'm saying. I'm not saying
I hear you.
I'm putting tinfoil on and hiding in the basement.
You're
just
talking
saying
how many millions of galaxies and we're the only sentient life in the entire creation. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna lie. I also do think that religion is just talking about aliens.
Yeah, sure. Are you a pyramid guy? You an Egyptian pyramid guy?
Dude, I do find the pyramids fascinating. Because how did we build them?
On the backs of slaves.
Right. But how many slaves does it take to lift one of those?
A lot. A lot.
It's not possible.
You don't think it's possible?
Dude, they've that's the thing is they've done
What's your algorithm?
They've done they've done the engineering science of how heavy those things are, and people are
massive,
and people are oh, they put logs underneath and slowly move it, and they're no, they crush logs. So it's
how?
What did that's all I'm saying is I'm not saying aliens did. I'm just what? How did we do that? How?
You want a good internet rabbit hole to go down? Look at the head of the Sphinx. How it's not proportionate to the body.
They think that they read So and again, this isn't not a historian.
Right.
I'm
No
an
qualifications.
internet historian.
No qualifications.
No qualifications whatsoever. I'm gonna take a stab at it. But like, so some of the things that people started arguing, and a lot of the historical community freaked out, was they're saying like this stuff was here way before the Egyptians came along.
Wild.
And when they look at the Sphinx, the water, the way that it's eroded from water, shows that there was absolute flooding.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
from head to bottom. So it's like, I think they haven't found a tomb in any of in that pyramid.
See, I was gonna bring that up, man. A lot of that shit is not explored. There's like booby traps.
Most of
like,
it's not explored. That's
insanity, man.
And the guy that runs it, I forget his name. Like, so whoever, if it's somebody that knows a lot about, like, I can see his face, but he doesn't talk about anything. He gets offended if anybody questions any. It's very hush hush, and it's almost goes right back to all the conspiracy theories. Like when you watch the movie The Mummy, like the people that protect it. Like it kind of goes into that. Like, well, why can't you talk? Why can't? Okay, so if they're wrong and you're right, why can't you open up that discussion and just steamroll them with facts? Like he's been running it for his whole life.
Sure.
So it's like, why can't he just be like, oh, like it was built by, like, here's the proof. Like they've had it. They've dug. They've gone. They've done the LiDAR now, and they're looking at all the stuff underneath.
Okay.
Dude, there's huge chambers. There's more room underneath than there is up top.
Wild.
It's
wild.
And now like they're doing LiDAR on the Amazon, and they're finding structures like that everywhere.
What do you think? What do you think you're gonna leave behind, civilization-wise?
Debt.
Anybody need a mortgage?
What am I gonna leave behind?
Yeah, what are people in the future gonna leave behind? Like, what are we gonna leave behind for people in the future, man? I know there's a bunch of time capsules buried places. Like, that's all fine and dandy, but dude.
I mean, if we have the same thing that happened 12,000 years ago, none of that matters.
Yeah, right.
Like, and that's another thing is like they're starting to look at, it's starting to become a very, I mean, it's a theory, but it's that most of humanity was wiped out 13,000 years ago. Mm-hmm. And like they find these cities in like Istanbul and Turkey that hold 200,000 people underground.
Yeah.
And they're like, and it's almost,
I've watched,
it's an engineering miracle that they built, the way they built these, like all the way down where like the water retention's at the bottom. That like,
I've watched clips about like a modern underground city. Our engineering and our structure isn't there yet, but it's like layer upon layer upon layer of just like,
they did it.
What we do up here
20,000 years, like with so long ago, we don't know.
Right.
And that's kind of like, and that's kind of where I'm just like, we have no clue. Like, I don't, like, who knows whether, when the aliens come, that's when we'll find out. Like,
my mind's just going to, how do you even sell that?
But honestly, that's the only way we would find out. If aliens came and they're like, yeah, so we created you guys 500,000 years ago. Yeah. Like,
do you remember that movie back in like 2008, the Fourth Kind, where they convinced everybody it was like real footage of an alien encounter?
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Yeah, I don't know. That sticks out in my brain talking about aliens like that. But yes, octopi are aliens, man. They're wild.
They are. I try not to eat octopus anymore.
Me neither.
After like learning about them,
dude, go watch your octopus teacher.
Yeah,
it's solid. Dude becomes best friends with an octopus, introduces it to its kid, watches it through its like whole life cycle.
Really?
It's it's good. Take some recreationals and have fun.
You didn't have to tell me to. But yeah. I did hear that one report about it was like an aquarium that had an octopus, and it like ate the sharks in the tank, and then it snuck out. Like it went through
cool.
It went through like whatever the filtration system was.
Yeah, of course.
Because I mean, like, and it was a big one, but they
Yeah. Keyhole.
Yeah, and it just like disappeared.
Yeah. Wild, man.
It's
wild. Smart.
they're they're insanely smart.
And all of the suckers and everything are like little brains. So like
Are they really?
Yeah. So they like they constantly get stimulus from the environment. Yeah. So it's each little sucker's like its own little relapse or synapse or whatever. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's insane. So basically, their whole body is almost a brain.
Almost. Yeah.
They might be smarter than us.
Again, not a marine biologist.
Only today.
Yeah.
So, getting back to more, where do you? And again, I guess this.
Where do I see it going?
Yeah, like would you?
It's.
You have a feeling at all,
Yeah,
or like?
Yeah. So
what are people saying? What do you think?
technology is advancing so far, and artificial intelligence. It's the big ticket item, right? It's changing. It's changing everything.
It's scary.
It's changing everything. I have actually the same chick who did this tattoo. She uses it as like a talking buddy. So like she had an issue with I don't know one of her employees at the tattoo shop or whatever, and she asked it, and she was like, "How come I can't see it from your perspective?" And it literally wrote back to her because I'm removing emotions completely out of the scenario. So it's wild the uses for it, but. Going back to like a professional business technical standpoint, whatever, we are implementing essentially to replace an assistant, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
So you could call me, the AI would set up a time and date for you to talk to me, and then I would call you back based on what it plugged into my calendar or whatever.
I have a program that I can sell to businesses for that. We just bought, my dad and I just did like it was like a company that did like a presentation online. My dad's like, should we buy it? I'm like, we should. It's gonna be, everybody's gonna be selling these in 2 years.
Yeah. Speaking of like the whole networking thing and all, in one of my groups, there's a guy who is specifically tailor fitting that kind of technology towards like your blue collar contractors. So
that's actually who I was gonna go after first with that.
Yeah.
You have it.
So much potential.
It's also super impressive if the presentation was correct, which I think it was, because it almost sounds like a human, but it's very like.
So I tested it for him.
Did you?
It's great. If you've ever placed an order, you a restaurant guy? You ever work in a restaurant? Yeah. Okay, got it.
My family owned. Well,
sure.
We own 3. Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
this is just another job I had.
Google will call the restaurant and make a reservation for you. And one key thing that stuck out to me is it will stutter and it will and it will like pause. So it adds in that human touch or like that human element. You can still tell it's AI.
Right.
But the fact that it's taking pauses to gather its thoughts, or so we're like taught to.
Not everybody's smart enough to figure out it's AI.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. Not everyone.
Exactly.
People are gonna be like, that thing sounded weird.
I want a reservation for do you have anything at 5:30? Like it will do things like that. It'll be, robotic, but it's crazy. And then we are also using it to review documents now. So very basic mortgage stuff is 2 bank statements, 2 pay stubs, 2 W-2s.
Okay.
When the client uploads it, the AI will recognize what it is and file it.
Okay, that's...
So you want to talk about like job security and stuff that could replace my team in the background? It's not there yet.
Yeah.
But that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
So instead of being a loan officer, mortgage advisor or whatever, I would look more to be a loan manager. Like, because you still need a human to review that realm. And everybody's finances are different, so there's no like clear cut, cut and dry, this is what it is.
Right.
It's more having that human touch, human presence, and the home buying process is so highly emotional.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless it's like an investor where it's all about the numbers, you got some skin in the game. That's never going away.
I remember hearing a female complaining about how a mortgage broker messed up and couldn't get her something, and I was like,
I love that.
I was like, bitch, you're a on fire trash receptacle. I guarantee that that mortgage broker played every alley and was like, you can't play ball, hun.
Dude, when they put entertainer as their profession, that's my favorite.
No, I mean, OnlyFans. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I've had it. I've seen it. We've used it.
Making money?
They did it as a side hustle.
Okay.
When they needed like extra cash and stuff.
Okay.
But I've seen it.
Like how much is extra cash?
Like $500 a week.
Okay.
Almost livable, but like if you make that a full-time thing, you could get it out there.
I could
get it in there.
I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, show them your feet.
No, I mean I don't mean for I don't mean for myself, but maybe sexy red beard 69. No, but no, like knowing how to like, dude, I have right now. I think I'm at like 620,000 views on just my Facebook.
Sick.
My personal Facebook profile right now.
Cool.
But it's been almost 3 months of me making sure
Grinding.
that it's been posting 7 times a day.
Yeah.
Like figuring out what content works.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend's pug is the most famous pug in Collegeville now. She has 200,000 views on video. Koi's also, I think Koi has around that at least this last month. It was figuring out content. It's figuring out how to get people to interact. And some of it's not even a lot of interaction. It's just, I know what I'm doing. So if you know what you're doing with that stuff, and only you're selling sex, everybody says, yes, I'll take a sex. Right. Yeah. Yes, I'll take 2 of those.
Basic human needs.
Yeah. Basic human needs. Like that's the thing. And most of the girls that do that, they don't know anything about that stuff.
No.
They
don't run it like a business.
Yeah. Or not even let alone
you have to be on social media to be like, you don't have to, but it sure as hell helps.
You do.
You do.
Listen, I'll only charge 30% of your account. No, that's what some of the big ones they have.
Oh, sure.
I'm not gonna say who, but I know somebody that runs like 2 for 2 different people, and he's like, yeah, they're making like $150,000 a year.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
And
what happens when the flower doesn't blossom anymore? You know what I mean?
Hope you saved up, honey.
Yep. Because that lifestyle comes quick.
Look, no judgment, but it's how long can you sell the product for?
Yeah, exactly.
Also, like another thing is like, and this is just like I'm telling you to save and prepare. Like, let's see, what if somebody hits you while you're driving and you lose your leg? You like
there's a market for that.
There. It's a smaller market, but yes, there is a. You are. Damn it, that might actually. But no, like you could get a brain injury, like
oh sure,
like that,
dude. You never know. You never know.
Anything could it could scar up your face, like
yeah.
And so sure, like you're making money, but like make sure you're not wasting it because unless you become like how many women in their let's just even go to 50s.
You're getting into dangerous territory here, brother.
But like, how many in their 50s would you say would run a successful OnlyFans? That have the
It's not my cup of tea.
It's not mine. But what I'm saying is,
I think
what I'm saying is like, there's a shelf life, so make sure you're
100%.
You're taking that money and preparing.
Yes.
Yes. Like, don't look at it like this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life because
it's yeah. That's. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Just a tip of a business advice. Like, if you're making the money,
don't squander
it. Buy an investment property. Call my buddy here. Like, don't squander it. Like, it's not a forever thing.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep.
Unless it's feet. I get
feet. Yeah.
It's not my thing, but it's
now. Jesus.
Should we close on that? Just close on the feet thing.
We're done.
Boom. But it is great. I mean, that's
so follow at Brenden Brenden 4 feet.
Yeah.
No, you know what's been blowing up for me?
What?
local spotlights. Local spotlights have been blowing up.
I watched I love that diving cat video you did.
Dude,
yeah, I think I should start doing that stuff too.
It's great, man.
Yeah.
People love community, especially in this town.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So, did Perch, did Diving Cat, a couple more in the works, all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, man, if I can use my quote unquote platform, as small as it might be, to help out one of my business owner friends, dude, that's just the gift that keeps on giving.
I mean, honestly, anytime you see somebody really growing in their business, especially nowadays, it's when they do stuff like that.
Do you do TikTok for your content?
I do, not consistently enough, but yeah. I have never, aside from Redbeard, I had some stuff that went like viral. I think I have like 10,000 followers on TikTok.
Nice. That's solid.
I'm not making, I should consistently do something with it, but I haven't. This is why I'm doing these, is I haven't figured out. I'm in a transition period right now with Redbeard.
Okay.
And I'm looking to move more into overall at doing podcasts, doing public, like maybe getting involved in a short film, like getting more into entertainment.
Nice.
And that's kind of what this place is based around.
Okay.
But that is, I mean, I'm still doing all the website design stuff,
Right.
but
You have
again,
your bread and butter.
But again, like, there's a lot of people doing that stuff now too,
Mm-hmm.
and now AI is getting involved. So like, I am on top of that. I am on top of the AI.
Got your fingers and toes for the AI videos, dude.
It's the I was laughing about AI videos at the end of last year about like, they're getting close, but now the stuff that's coming out, I'm like,
Is insane.
whoa.
Is insane.
I'm like, they're like one update away from not being able to tell.
My favorite dumb content is the Sasquatch videos where they're like they're streamers and they're Sasquatches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a stick of dynamite and these guys can't fire. And it's just
Same. That's my favorite too.
Yep. Neil deGrasse Tyson had a quote not too long ago. AI is gonna get so good that the internet is gonna go back to sheer entertainment value. Because we're gonna reach a point in time where you can't trust anything again.
Yeah, we're right.
We're
We're right there with media and politics.
Yeah.
Like, we're already there with that.
I know.
Let alone like now you've like.
You still have a cable subscription? I know people who still have cable.
I haven't had cable since I moved out of my parents' house.
Nice.
2007.
Mm.
I take that back. When I got my first place with my ex, we did the introductory package, and
That's how they get you.
but it was when I was working at Sam Ash, so I was working like 50 hours a week. She was working.
What were you doing at Sam Ash?
I was number one in sales at that store from 2011. I was number one in
Any
sales.
specialty? Like,
I was in the guitar department.
cool. That's sick.
That was yeah. But we got cable, and I realized I get home, I could only find I literally only watched Animal Planet and a National Geographic.
Not much has changed with Luke Eccles.
No,
since 2000.
nothing else. Nothing else interesting was on.
Sure.
Dude, and that's another thing. You guys, you kids, I'm gonna sound real old now. You have no idea how spoiled you are for entertainment. My girlfriend and I are binging Yellowstone right now.
We had to record. You had to schedule a time and day to sit down and watch whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody about DVR the other day, and it was like, bam,
DVR. What was the first one? TiVo.
As soon as I saw that stuff, I was like, that is the doorstep of the future. Because I understood, again, it was I worked all day, I would come home, the only things that were really on that I would watch was Simpsons, and then National Geographics and Animal Planet.
Sure.
And it was really just to put on as I'm going to sleep.
They just killed off Marge Simpson. Ooh.
I heard.
It's all over
Yeah. R.I.P. Marge.
Yeah, whatever.
But I would say, getting some closing advice for people, whatever your industry is, they're probably starting to implement AI into whatever programs you're using.
Yeah.
So
embrace it.
So I'm not saying embrace it. I'm saying figure out how to use it. It's a tool. Like, yes, be scared. Like,
Figure out how to use.
Be scared of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you like, while we are still here and it hasn't taken over. If you've seen the movie Terminator, honestly, it's
where, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think when they had AI write a story of how it would take over, it was like, did it just quote Terminator? But seriously, it's going to be a part of your life no matter whether you love it or hate it. So if it's in your industry, be the person that knows everything about how to use it, because it's going to take over. And if you don't, you're going to be out of a job.
Yeah, you're going to get left by the wayside.
And it is insane when you start looking at, because my dad for last year is like, you need to learn AI. You need to learn AI. I'm like, cool. What do I learn? And like, you just keep saying AI, Dad. I'm like,
it's a hot ticket item.
It's the AI.
Allen Iverson.
But that's the thing though with what I do. Like, it's the first thing they do is they put it into like recording programs and video editing software.
Nice.
Like. Yeah. Some of the stuff they're writing with their...
Dude, I feel bad for the graphic designers right now.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for them.
The thing is, I'm a graphic designer now. And there are things that I can't do. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I have Canva.
Sure.
Like, I can make... Like, if it's something I'm not comfortable with, I'm like, that's not going to work for them, I outsource.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't do brochures. I don't do, like, almost tattoo-looking logos.
Yeah.
Like... I know how to do like I can make the Starbucks logo for you.
Sure.
Like, like that's the thing is like most people think their logo needs to be a piece of tattoo art and everything. Some it might work for it.
Depends on the industry.
Like not most businesses. Like you can figure like that's one thing I learned during COVID when we had, it was like we'll be getting back in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let you guys back out of the house in 2 weeks for a year.
Yeah.
That was one of the things somebody said. Any programs you want to learn how to use that could bring you more business for your company? And I went, yeah. I just started sitting down learning how to make like YouTube thumbnails.
Cool.
I some video out.
Canva's powerful too.
Yeah.
Video new business owners.
Honestly, I make all my thumbnails for YouTube stuff in Canva.
Yeah.
It's every day. I mean, I put out a lot of content, but like, and honestly, the agents were like, we might hire you for some of our thumbnails. Like, they're like, you're putting out good stuff, but it's like, but again, it's also.
Did you do the surprise face like Luke Eccles, like,
I have, yes, I have,
absolutely.
But that's the thing is like, if you can get good pictures of like for whatever the client's looking for, like you can make really good stuff with Canva, like. But again,
and it's for everybody. Like it's you just start messing around with it.
Yeah.
You can figure it out.
Yeah. I would say yes. There are things.
I'm very much team embrace AI. Like it's not going anywhere. It's not going.
You cannot embrace it. Have fun.
Yeah. Right.
Like you can talk to us after. Let us know how that goes.
Yeah. Follow at Brenden Brennan on Instagram.
Yeah, what are all the socials you post on?
Yeah, really? So Facebook's good for a certain demographic. Instagram is my main bread and butter.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah, 30-year-old dude. Yeah, that's kind of our generation. That's where we live.
Yeah.
Not so much TikTok. LinkedIn just to keep top of mind and show people the more professional side of things.
Sure.
Like Instagram can be all over the place. I have professional content on there. I have community content on there. I got silly content on there,
Silly content goes really far.
Silly content's great, man. That's one thing for the new business people too. Just be yourself. Authenticity is key. It's all about the vibes.
It really is.
People can tell.
It's that's honestly that's the hardest thing for my job is like sometimes I get a client like I got a lady that was did health insurance.
Tough.
But all she thought like, aren't people excited to learn about this stuff? I'm like, no.
Unfortunately.
I'm like, send me pictures of your rabbit.
It's just the subject matter.
I kept telling her like, send me pictures of your send me a video of your rabbit.
People want to work with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you're going after an internet audience.
Yeah.
People want to work with people.
Yeah. And honestly, that's kind of one of the things we're doing here. And that's why they're starting to outfit the studio is there was a place in Westchester that opened up that you can pay to make your podcast.
Cool.
And I sent it to them, and I go, and they're like, these guys know how to run the equipment, but they don't know how to run a YouTube channel. Like, they've been doing the Lore Lodge for 4 years.
That's awesome.
Like, and they do it full time. It's not a part.
I mean, their stuff's
like Aiden Mattis, who is the voice who started it. Like he does like 20 to 30 hours of research for each episode at least. He's a historian.
That's awesome.
Like he's a history
That's
man.
so cool.
He was going to be a professor, and then his internet stuff started taking over.
Sure.
But like so like I might have I should probably have both of them on for this and just talk to them about the business side of this. But
100%.
He started with like the 411 missing cases.
Mm-hmm.
He also covers on like
murder mysteries hot.
The Wendigo, Bigfoot. But he's a history major, so what he does is he covers like, here's what the news say. Here's what this Indian tribe talks about with the Wendigo or with. So like he covers it from he goes, here's what the people with the aluminum hats say.
Sure.
And he's like, but
all spectrums.
Right. But then he's like, but here's what we have for news, or here's what we have for written history for the like, and then he'll be like, well, also like over in the Himalayas, they also have something that's described just like a Bigfoot.
The Yeti.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
on a different continent, different like group of people,
different.
So it is interesting when you start looking at it from like the like all the paranormal stuff, and it's the same kind of things in other continents, and
then he has the ability to flip to the technical side of this is.
So it is interesting to look at Bigfoot and all that stuff, but you look at it from a historical and the fact that, well, who knows, there could be something behind it, there might not, but also why do all these different civilizations have writings about it?
Yeah, completely separate tribes, if you will, and they're talking about the same thing. That's cool.
So like their show, there's a reason why they have almost 700,000 followers.
Yeah.
It's there are other people that do it, but again, it's his personality, and that's one of the things I'm trying to build with off the record is like, how do I fit my brand and my personality into it a little bit more?
Sure. You have a decent personality.
I do.
I like it.
But it's also like I did an interview last week with a country artist, and I felt like that interview was just flawless.
Okay.
And I hadn't done one in a while. It had been a long time. So I do feel like I've been doing my my work for it. So, but it's always something I go back and watch the episodes to make sure. So sometimes I'm like, okay, you said like way too much, So
I am trying so hard not to curse on camera.
I
have been really focusing on upping my game to not curse on camera. Yep. It's wild.
It's something I consciously had to start doing because I'll let some stuff slip out here and there. We can always bleep it out or leave it in, but like,
you don't want to hit too many of them in a row.
Yeah. Obviously, it depends on who you have in the studio. Some people make that harder to.
We did cover entertainers and 1099s and OnlyFans and all that. So just black box that. That's fine.
Cool. That'll be the subscription part. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild doing stuff like this. That's another thing for new business owners. If you want to just circle back to that, get comfortable on camera.
Yeah. So I mean, that's one of the things they're talking about doing is like. Okay, we want to come in and shoot for 2 hours. They're figuring out the pricing for that. And I said, well, listen, I have clients that might want us to come to them. Let's figure out a package for that.
Sure.
It's not going to be cheap. I mean, like,
no,
like that's everybody thinks like, oh, you just do it. What, you just
microphone.
You just record. Like, okay, buddy, do it yourself. Have like I've done it myself. It's not easy doing it. Like, so, but that is, I could sit down with a business and say, all right, like, let's give me 10 talking points. We're going to go through these. You talk about it. Now we have an hour's worth of content to break up. That could last you 2-3 months.
Dude, I got to shout out Katrina here, the business development manager. Mm-hmm. She is on point with once a week we sit down and this is what this week is going to look like. You're going to get me this, wherever you want to do it. We're going to travel there. We're going to do this, and I'm going to blast it out for you. It's
your marketing director?
She's fantastic. Awesome. Yeah. Like, and it's been a complete game changer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you don't have the capacity to do it yourself, get somebody.
Yeah, that's last 3 months. For my birthday, my dad gave me these. It's like a mushroom coffee thing.
Oh, you into mushroom coffee now?
Well, but I do take mushroom supplements as well. They have like the 7 different like.
Sure, the nootropics is.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I've tested it where like I don't take it for like a week after taking it for a month.
Sure.
And I feel the like. It's almost like a brain fog. Like when you drink alcohol does the same thing.
Okay.
Also, I cut out a lot of that. I only drink on like Fridays. Really.
I cut it out completely. Bro.
I don't blame you. Honestly,
Yeah.
and every time I do it, I drink pretty clean stuff last Friday, and cutting out anything with fructose corn syrup mixed with your alcohol.
Yes. No more MD 2020.
I'm telling you right now, I did ginger beer made with cane sugar with Bluebird whiskey.
Awesome.
Last Friday.
That sounds delicious.
And Julie pours ridiculous. We call it getting Julied.
Cool.
She's a verb in our house. It's just what.
Love that.
And I woke up the next morning at like 9 a.m. No hangover.
Because it's good quality stuff.
That's why.
And you're not killing yourself with all the other additives.
Right. And I did drink too much.
Sure.
Like I should have been hung. I should have at least felt it.
Yeah.
At the very least, I should have felt it. And then I was like, oh, it's because I didn't have her use ginger ale from the gun. They have the bottle and like. But anyway, so the last 3 months, I've kind of changed my diet a little bit.
You're getting clean eating.
I
know.
Ish,
I know.
Ish, yeah, not horrible. But yes, I need to, but I'm not an early morning person. I've been waking up at like 8 every morning.
Cool.
Like, also just getting very regimented about like editing stuff for the show.
Luke is a afternoon guy.
I'm very much an afternoon.
He's very much
single moms that wanted to know. But no, like it's again, it goes back to what we talked about, like focus, and now I'm like kind of putting everything in line because I know I was talking to Dutch, the cop daddy.
Oh, we love cop
yesterday.
Daddy. Yeah, sure.
Which he's now posting his videos with the Kelsey brothers.
Cool.
They're
cool.
They are cool. Yeah.
So
I'm supposed to have him on at some point, but we were talking about stuff, and I was telling him like who I'm shooting with, and he's like, "Would you want to interview Jelly Rolls photographer?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, yeah, he's a local guy. I'll send him to you. But like, he goes, "Man, you're like one viral video away from like it blowing up." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like that's kind of what I'm preparing myself for. Is like, I know I need to get tight with like how I'm executing what I'm doing.
Sure.
Because once that happens, if I'm a mess,
it's got to stay tight.
Right. I need to be focused on what I'm trying to achieve, how I'm going to do it, cuz like once that happens, like it's like the roof is open.
Yep.
So
it's almost like your 15 seconds of fame. You got to capitalize on that moment when it comes.
Dude, and again, like now she's not, but the Hawk Tua girl,
talk about 15 seconds of fame.
But also
capitalized.
Right.
Capitalized.
That's the thing. It's like not the right way with that whatever the
to a coin
NFT or whatever like but
that she's a young girl, got bad advice. Call it what it is.
That's what it is. Here's the thing. Like
terrible advice.
I was talking to somebody about sports players yesterday, and he was talking about how much money they pay in taxes. Like, yeah, you got a $5 million bonus, but his agent takes 20%. Half of that goes to, and that's 20% of the $5 million. $5 million probably gets a 50% tax because it's capital gains
or whatever.
Because it's capital gains. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yeah, these guys got a $5 million bonus. He's like, but more than half of that's gone just from the government, and then 20% of like that another $1 million it goes to the agent.
Yep.
So now he's got what, 2?
Right. Which is still it's not nothing.
He's got 2 million.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing, but also like that's
that's
$3 million out.
Gone. Soon sign on the dotted line.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So again, yeah. So I mean, yeah. Right now I'm just in very just prepare mode, getting ready.
Yeah.
Really putting in the work. Really Definitely need more clients for Red Beer, but I'm getting by. But it's like
Sure.
it's more of a like I don't want to bring on 10 new clients and then this goes crazy.
You got to figure out what works and keep, like you said, focus up.
Right.
Focus up.
And it's again, it also goes to like you bring on a client, I want to do a good job.
100%.
If
you talk to Jelly Rolls photographer, he likes what you're putting down. Bing bang boom, there it goes. You never know when the opportunity is going to strike.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like, again, guys, business, AI, embrace it or die.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, and again, authenticity.
Yeah,
authenticity.
Yeah. If you're making content and you're putting yourself out there on the online, just what are you into? What resonates with you?
What do you like to watch? Just do that.
Yeah, I mean, look at these guys that are into like Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
That's what they do for a living. They trade Pokemon cards.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. They stream it and they open the packs. It's like it's gambling. It's wild.
But they're making we're in a day and age where when I was growing up, my grandfather said, you keep playing those video games, you're gonna get square eyes.
Now they're called esports.
Yeah, now there's esports and you could be a millionaire. Like it's find your passion, work at it. Don't expect a lottery ticket for it.
No.
Honestly,
I hear you on that.
Like, and again, I'm guilty of that too. Like, we all have that. Like, well, yeah, it'll blow up and everything.
I could.
Everything will take care of itself. If that happens and you're not like, you don't have yourself dialed in. You don't know your boundaries. You're not self-aware of who you are and how you function and how you don't function when you're overwhelmed.
Yep.
You're going to lose that money right away.
Yep.
Because again, like the sports guys, there's always people, the Haktua girl, there are always people when they see somebody making a ton of money.
That's when they start picking up the phone.
Hey, I got this deal for you. I got this. Like,
let's do XYZ. We want to do this. We want to do that. And it's everybody with their hand out.
Yeah. I don't know if you followed Oliver Anthony, the ginger guy.
Name sounds so familiar.
He put out like an acoustic performance in the middle of the woods.
Oh, yes.
2 years ago.
That's where I know that name from.
The guy was
the Richmond, north of Richmond.
He was like piss poor.
Yep.
Like, not piss, he was getting by. He lived in the middle of the woods, and he literally like within 6 weeks was getting advice from Joe Rogan on business, and Joe was like, "Don't sign with one of those record companies."
Right.
He goes, "Right now, everybody wants a piece of that pie that you just like." He basically won.
American Idol?
Without doing American Idol.
Right. He was just recording it for himself. Recording it for himself, threw it up online, everybody loved it.
And here's the thing. He didn't sign with anyone. He made money, but he wasn't mentally prepared for the amount of attention he was getting.
Oh, sure.
So one of his dogs passed away. His wife left him, took half that money. So he disappeared for a year and a half, but he's in a good place.
Good.
Because he didn't.
Good.
Because
he was able to leave the limelight?
He kind of disappeared a little bit, but it wasn't in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a lot of people were like, oh, he's a right-wing plant. And he's like, I don't really follow Republicans or Democrats.
Settle down.
Like, it was really funny to watch how he blew up and how, like, all of a sudden people were trying to make it political. And he's like, I'm just a dumb musician that's putting out tunes. Like,
yeah.
He was just like, I'm just trying to help everybody out there that's struggling like me. That was his exact
100%.
His exact thing was like, he's like, I don't really subscribe to any of these political sides because they don't really have anything in mind for any of us. And he dodged
Rock on.
And then he kind of like, again, he wasn't ready to take on that much of anything.
Yeah.
And I think now that he's kind of gotten through it, like, he just released his divorce song.
Adjusted to it.
And it's fire. Now he's got a full band.
Okay.
He's coming out and he's like, I'm sorry I disappeared. I kind of was going through but the thing is, the reason why was he handled it correctly, but he wasn't ready to take on
the responsibility.
All the things that come with stardom, making that money. So even like, you're probably never going to get to that point, but even just a little bit of success, be ready for it.
Yeah, it's stepping stones.
Yeah.
It's stepping stones.
Yeah.
So
you have anything you want to close with? You have anything tell these people?
I'm just going to plug all of my social medias. at Lendon Brendan, at Your Philly Lender. That's my branch. They're cool. And then, dude, I just want to say thank you for having me, man. This has been an absolute blast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really appreciate you.
We should team up and do like a segment on another business or something like that. Like
I would love to break dance in front of one of these businesses.
I'm down. My name's Luke Eccles. I'm here to make this guy break dance.
I just had a wedding this weekend. I pulled out the worm.
Never mind. We're doing the worm now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, thanks for coming on, man.